Hi there, let's take a look at Ethereum. We cover the weekly Wyckoff structure, check out the short-term trend, so we can assess the risk of next price move. From a Wyckoff perspective, Ethereum is currently in the automatic rally stage, also called the trading range top of accumulation cycle period for the accumulation cycle. So typically this stage set the trading range top for the subsequent sideways trades for the cycle. If we look to the left, back in 2022, you see it's set somewhere right above or around the blue line, and that's most of the period of the accumulations happened below the 1950 blue key level. Currently, it is stopping at around the same level, similar to the last one. And here, the next stage we're looking to see is more tests. So it can come down. Sometimes it can be shallower. Sometimes it can be deeper than the panic over stage of selling climax. It all depends on the market environment and people's sentiment. As of now, the weekly volume has been declining for almost 10 consecutive weeks. Okay, so people are just waiting instead of making any big moves. Remember, these are education content only, not financial advice. And the key resistance in the weekly time frame is the blue line we talk about, 1950. Key support, 1800, the light blue key level. It has been bouncing between these two key levels for the past 5 weeks. So that's the big picture. And now let's get to the daily chart for the shorter term trend assessment. Here, the sideways trend we talked about, it is still between 1850, 50 points higher than the key level, and 1950. But one thing we have to take note, given that this has already passed, we talk about sometime before or late by latest August 12th, it has to make a decision, the bulls and bears. Either it breaks the uptrend line or it breaks this resistance, and they chose the first one. So we can reuse these tags. What I want to show you is that given this sideways movement, it seems like it is pretty calm. Okay, would this be the calm before the storm? Let me switch on this Bollinger Band corner squeeze. You see this shade at the back, right? And the purple lines within the blue lines. That's showing us a squeeze is happening. And whenever a squeeze happens, you see subsequently a lot of times there will be bigger price volatility. It doesn't tell us which side the swing would go, but you can see bigger moves after those silent period that leads to a squeeze. Okay, sometimes it went up, sometimes it went down. So that's hint one. It has been squeezing since the end of July already. Now, second hint, the seemingly quiet or silent period, there is actually a wedge hiding inside. You see the narrower and narrower price spread, right? So if we line up these candlesticks, okay, they are pointing to somewhere around the 20th. '21st, 20th, roughly those 2 days. If it remains low price spread, meaning very short candlestick body, and trade towards this gap, it may be somewhere around these few days, the moment of swing would happen. Remember the squeeze we just talked about, right? The swing may happen within the next week, if it really trades towards the gap, because it has to swing outside. Of course, it may only be a small swing in the beginning until the point that, either the bulls or the bears flood in. And interestingly, if we line up this timing, it is exactly the dates that some of the economic data are coming out, especially the 19th, right before the tip of the wedge, the FOMC minutes. So let's see whether it would be the case. Okay, this is just an observation. It may or may not happen. The swing may, or the squeeze may last even longer than expected. But that's what I see in the chart right now. Okay, we can come back next week and see what has finally happened. Let me know in the comment whether you think it is going to have greater or bigger volatility in the coming few days and breaking one of those key levels. Whether you think it is going to swing up or swing down. From a Wyckoff perspective, after the automatic rally, typically it comes back to test, right? That's what we see from the past and even other charts, just according to the methodology. All right. And one more thing before we close off. This yellow box and the big white box, the long-term playground challenge. So those are the two hypotheses that I have. Whether Ethereum is behaving like Bitcoin, its base price is rising over time. If it is rising over time, you can call it deflationary, whatever terms you like. This yellow box will hold true. Currently, it is at the verge of breaking that hypothesis because during the selling climax, those 2 weeks closed right outside of the channel. I'll still give it a little bit of benefit of doubt because sometimes it does happen that price overshoot, like what I put those row of tops outside of the channel. Okay, I don't count those that abnormal moves. Okay, I don't count abnormal moves. So it's fine to keep a little bit of tail over there. But if it really drops very deep to the red level, or even the purple, 1050, like what it did back in 2022, not too long ago, just 4 years, less than 4 years ago, then that hypothesis may have to be adjusted. So it's going to be much flatter than before. And might as well we consider the white hypothesis is the actual one. So that's the other thing that I want to share with you. And this cycle is going to prove it to us. All right. Remember, you can see this video earlier being a channel member. See you in the next one. Thank you.